We're going off-road, way back off the highway.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Average Jeepers. I know it's been a while since I made a video about Jeeps, so I'm going to bring one to you today. Just want to show you guys, if you caught my last video where I showed you how I made my doors removable, what I did here is, you can see, I just took a hole saw, cut a hole and wrapped the wires, and like I said, with these, like I said in the last video, with these three wires plugged in, and then the one on the other side, I'll get to it real quick, the one on the other side, the doors still work, or the windows do. I'm not sure if the door locks do, but I shouldn't say it's on camera. I never lock these damn doors. But yeah, you can see you only have to have this one for the windows to work, and so you can unplug that, and then you can just pull the door off. Alright, so we already unplugged the other side. We're just going to unplug these three plugs right here. And then we can lift the door off. Alright guys, sorry about that wind. Also, I'm using a new camera, so let me know in the comments if the picture quality of this camera is way better than the other one. But anyway, here's the prototype. Here's the first one I made. Keep in mind that I do not have access to a welder at this point. So this was made, this is actually made out of 3/4 EMT conduit. I'm going to show you guys how to make a couple of different ones. This is the first one I made, so this will not keep you safe from a wreck or flipping your truck over or anything like that. But a lot of the doors that you buy I don't think will either, and a lot of the kits that they have are extremely expensive, and this one is extremely budget friendly. So yeah, I got a little pin right here that holds the engine. You pull that out, open the door, and of course you can put a mirror or whatever you want on here, but it just gives you a little bit of security feeling when you're driving without the doors off, especially if you have kids. And I will do the back, just bear with me guys. For all this pandemic stuff happened, I was actually on vacation like right when it happened, so I haven't had too much time, and I know I've been throwing a lot of truth videos at you guys, but I'll put a poll out today, so go check that poll out and let me know what you guys want, because I've been getting mixed signals from the type of videos I've been making, so let me know. But anyway, this is the prototype I made. I can teach you guys how to make this. Super easy, super cheap, and I don't think it looks too bad. And I'm going to bend another one to show you guys how to do it. So let's get it. Alright, so to do this I'm going to use a 3/4 EMT bender. I got an old one right here, and I got a stick of 3/4 conduit right here. You can get both of these things at your hardware store. This stick of conduit is probably anywhere from $7 to $10, and you probably get a bender anywhere from $40 to $60. So if you do both doors, you're going to need 2 sticks of conduit, and you're only going to need 1 bender. Keep in mind that this only bends EMT, and it's called a foot bender, and it's a little bit different. This isn't tubing. This is, even though the EMT stands for tubing, but it's I wouldn't consider it tubing, it's piping. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our measurement, and I'm going to show you guys what to do. Alright, so we want this to slightly overlap our hinge here. So from here to the back of this 90 is exactly 3 feet. And I want it to stop right here because I can put the mount right on the side. So we need to bend a 3-inch 90, and then we're going to have to, or a 3-foot 90, my bad. And then we're going to have to bend another back-to-back 90 right here, because the distance between these two is as tight as you can bend a 3/4 pipe. So this design will not work with a 1-inch pipe. I should have got a 1-inch pipe so I could have tried it, but this, for this simple design right here, this worked perfect. Alright, so you got to deduct 6 inches for a 3/4 pipe. If you're doing 1 inch, you're going to have to deduct 8 inches. And like I said, with this one, maybe the next door I bend that I'll show you guys, a 1-inch might work, but we're using 3/4 pipe, so we need to deduct 6 inches from 3 feet and make a mark on it. And one of the easiest, let me get this camera strap out of my way. One of the easiest ways, trying to do this one-handed, or to do that There's our 3-foot mark. We're going to put the edge of our pipe right on the 6. And then we're going to take our Sharpie. We're going to go right here to 3 feet. And we're going to mark it. Okay. Now that you got your mark, you're going to want to, if you got a new bender, you'll probably have it a little bit better, but as you guys can see, there's an arrow right here. And there's one on this side too. Now what we need to do is we need to put that mark on that little arrow there. Alright, so you guys can see I got my mark on my arrow. Make sure you use the arrow because that's the beginning of your bend. The star is going to be the middle of your bend. And we need to bend to 90, so it's easier for these doors if you bend almost to 90 on the first bend. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a level. We're going to put a level on the pipe right there. Now without it moving, you're going to slide the bender up. Alright. Alright, now put your foot on the bender and put most of the weight on your foot and pull back with your hand and it'll bend up. You can see we're almost at a 90. We're going to leave it right there and we're going to make our next mark. Alright, now that you got your 90 bent, lay your bender down alongside of it, let it extend out a little bit, run your tape measure down, and we're going to mark this at 6.5 inches. And always remember when you bend something, the way that you measure, you want the front of the bender to face that way. So don't put the bender this way and try to bend. It needs to go the way that you taped, or that you ran your tape measure. Alright, so we got our arrow on the line. As you can see, we got a problem. It's crooked. So that's also why using the 3/4 EMT is a little bit better than 1 inch, because it's forgiving as far as being able to move it with your hand, because these bends are just too damn tight together. So what we need to do is we need to get this pipe on the other side of this handle and just kind of bend it a little bit until you get it like that. Sorry you couldn't know how to do it with one hand. Alright, and then bend like you're normally bending a 90. Okay. Alright, so once you get the bender out, now you can put your level. Put your level on, and now just use your hand and pry down. Until you get it level. And check this side. If you're not on a level floor that you're bending on, or you messed up a little bit and it's a little bit off, you can always step on it and bend up, and it'll slap it down square. So now we just gotta run, you put your bender on the back of your bend like that, run your tape down, mark the long side at 3 feet, and we're gonna cut that off. Alright, when you get it cut off, this will be what you're left with. And we need to go on the top sides are right here and mark out a 1/2 inch off of it, and that's where we're gonna put bolts down for our hinges. Alright guys, we got our holes marked at a 1/2 inch right here, so you just need to drill holes through here. We used 1/4 20 bolts on the other the other door to run straight through the bottom here, put nuts on the bottom, and you guys will see. Alright, once you get your holes drilled through, I mean, just get a bolt. Put a bolt and a nut through, and there's your hinge. And like I said, if you want, you can get a longer one and put a nut on the bottom side of it to actually hold it onto your hinge. But that's about it. Super easy. Doesn't take any time to do. Super cheap. You guys let me know if you liked it or not. And then in the next video I'll show you how to bend a different style. So there it is. After you drill the holes, just put a nut and bolt through it. I just got mine hand tight, but you can tighten it down. And here, let me take this one off for you. You see, it just lift off. Super easy. Super easy. If you're a new one that's hand tight, we're gonna put it on in there and see how it's up a little bit. You might have to close depending on how your hinges are. No big deal. Just bend it with your hand. Push down, and like I said, I would get it straight. If you have access to a welder, put a brace on the end of this. I don't have one, but like I said, I was gonna do this without a bender. But there you go, and it hits right there on your side. Put your latch right here, and it'll catch it. So that's how I made my doors for this style. Super easy. Throw a mirror on there if you want. I would definitely paint them because they're gonna look ugly. Like a strap with carabiner on it to catch right here. Really, you can just do anything to catch it right here. And like I said, it's not gonna protect you against a wreck or a rollover or anything, but it is a pretty cool sensation, and it's a lot cheaper than the two doors that they sell on the intro net. So there you have it. I'll show you how to bend another one. I was working on some other designs, but I got a lot to do today, so it's going to be kind of difficult to. As you can see, there's another door design I was working on, and here's another one. This is the one I was going to show you. Something similar to this right here for another door. That'll be for another video. So if you guys like this video, give this video the thumbs up so I know that you like these type of things. Alright, so after you throw some paint on it, we'll give it the old college try. Drop it in, pushes right in, put our pin in. Alright, let's go do the other side. Alright guys, let me show you how I did this latch. So this is a door swivel. Once you get your mark, of course, drill a hole. I actually used a stainless steel bolt right here, but I got this stuff here and some of these cables. Now these pins were actually originally bull pins. I pulled the pin out and drilled a hole through the pin so this thing could catch, because a few days I drove around with it, I was afraid I was going to lose the pin, and I tried using these somehow, but every time you popped it down it just popped the pin out. So I just popped these off, threw them to the side, drilled the hole, laced the wire through, crimped that down, which we're going to do right now for the other side. Alright, so it looks like it's about to storm and rain, but as you can see, I took about 6 inches of that cord and I looped it on itself. I'm going to do it on both ends, but this end is going to go around the other pin, but we're going to use these pliers to crimp this down now. Alright guys, we got this side ready to go. Trying to beat this storm, and I gotta run to the store real quick. But yeah, as you can see, it just pops in. There's your cable so you don't lose it. I just put it right here behind the actual latch. They're a little noisy. I guess depending on what you wanted to do, if you wanted to, you could put a mirror on it or something, but it rides pretty good. So. Also, I want to tell you guys, I don't delete comments. YouTube deletes comments. A lot of times it gets put in as spam or something. So if your comment got deleted, it wasn't me. But yeah, let's go to the store. You see how easy it is to shut the door. It'll come back to us. I need to repaint this one. And yep. Let's see how noisy the doors are. Can't even turn the radio on without him hearing you. Better turn it off before you get a copyright strike. As you guys can see, it's really not that. You hear the exhaust going. But yeah, and it feels. I mean, you can rest your arm on it. It's a little wobbly, a little bit, makes a little bit of noise, but it's not bad, man.